Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome back to the TCS Academy for competition. In the previous video, we would be able to cover the introductory part of the Finance Commission. So in this session, I will take you through the functions of Finance Commission. What are the terms of reference for the 15th Finance Commission, and the qualifications required to be the members in the 15th Finance Commission, and disqualifications, and how the horizontal devolution which has been recommended by the 15th Finance Commission, and some other aspects. Okay, so let's begin the session. So now the functions of 15th Finance Commission. Yeah. Functions of Central Finance Commission. So at the beginning, so let's discuss what are the activities or terms of reference given to the Central Finance Commission. So number one, distribution of net proceeds of taxes. Distribution of net proceeds of taxes. Okay, so this is the first important function of Central Finance Commission. Distribution of net proceeds of taxes between the center and the state governments to be divided as per the respective contributions to the taxes. That's the first important function. The second important function of the Finance Commission is to determine the factors governing grants in aid to the states and the magnitude of the same. The second important function of the Central Finance Commission is to determine the factors governing the grants in aid to the states and the magnitude of the same. The third important function of the Central Finance Commission is to the measures needed to augment the consolidated fund of a state, to supplement the resources of the panchayats in the state on the basis of the recommendations made by the State Finance Commission. So this is the third important function of the Central Finance Commission. Okay? The measures needed to increase the consolidated fund of the state, to supplement the resources of the panchayats in the state on the basis of the recommendations given by the State Finance Commission. So this is the third important function of the Central Finance Commission. And any other matter, any other any other matter related to it by the president in the interest of sound finance. In the interest of the sound finance. Yes. Okay. So any other matters related to it by the President of India in the interest of the sound finance. So these are the basic functions, terms of reference to the Central Finance Commission. So let's revise. The first important, the function of the Central Finance Commission is the distribution of net proceeds of taxes between the center and the states to be divided as per their respective contribution to the taxes. Okay, so as we know that the corporate tax, income tax, and the excise duty, so these are the taxes from which the central government is going to raise the fund, and that has to be distributed among all the states as per the recommendations given by the Finance Commission of India. Okay, so except two taxes, cess and surcharges, which are not comes under the divisible pool. Okay, the first important, the function of the Finance Commission of India is to distribute of net proceeds of taxes between the center and the states. That is a very important function. That's a basic function of the Central Finance Commission. Second, to determine the factors governing the grants in aid to the states and the magnitude of the grants that is decided and that is recommended by the Central Finance Commission, right? And third important, terms of reference to the Central Finance Commission, the measures needed to augment the consolidated fund of the state to supplement the resources of the panchayats in the states on the basis of the State Finance Commission recommendations. And lastly, any other matters related to the finance that is given by the President of the country in the interest of the sound finance. Okay, so these are the basic functions of the Central Finance Commission. Okay, ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕಂಡು ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು. ಓಕೆ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳೇನು? ಓಕೆ, ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ನಿವ್ವಳ ತೆರಿಗೆ ಆದಾಯದ ಹಂಚಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಬಹಳ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ದ ಕೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ. ಓಕೆ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ನಿವ್ವಳ ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳ ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗವನ್ನು ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಒಂದು ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಓಕೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಈ ಒಂದು ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯಧನ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಪ್ರಮಾಣವನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಏಡ್ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಮಾಣವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ನ ಎರಡನೇ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಕಾರ್ಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮೂರನೇ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಸಂಚಿತ ನಿಧಿಯನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಳ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಂದ್ರೆ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು, ಪುರಸಭೆಗಳು, ಓಕೆ, ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಸಂಚಿತ ನಿಧಿ ಕನ್ಸಾಲಿಡೇಟೆಡ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅದರ ನಿಧಿಯನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಳ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀಡುವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಲ್ಕನೇ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ಕಾಲ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. So let's move on to the terms of reference to the 15th Finance Commission. Yes. Okay. So now terms of reference for the 15th Finance Commission, right? The terms of reference for the 15th Finance Commission. So this is very important. So what are the areas on which the 15th Commission has to deal? Okay, so that is the important function. So now let's discuss what are the important activities that are assigned especially for the current Finance Commission of India. Right? Number one. Yeah. First one, review the impact of the 14th Finance Commission. Okay. Review the impact of the 14th Finance Commission recommendations on the fiscal position of the government of India. Okay, so that is the important area on which the 15th Finance Commission has been asked to give the recommendations. Okay, the review the impacts of the 14th Finance Commission recommendations on the fiscal position of the government of India. That is one terms of reference for the current Finance Commission. Yeah, as you know that the 14th Finance Commission has been given the recommendation for 42% of the divisible pool of the central government to the states. Okay, 42% of the net proceeds of the taxes that has to be distributed among the states. So this is called vertical devolution as per the 14th Finance Commission recommendations, right? So now let's understand what was the magnitude of the 13th Finance Commission. 13th Finance Commission has been given the recommendation 32% is the vertical devolution, right? As for the 15th Finance Commission has reduced from 42 to 41%. 41% of the net proceeds of the taxes of the central government has to be distributed among the states. So this is 41% is the vertical devolution. Yeah. Okay. So when we compare the 13th Finance Commission with that of the 14th Finance Commission, So there is a sudden jump. 13th Finance Commission has been recommended 32% of the vertical devolution. Okay, divisible pool of the 32%. 14th Finance Commission has been recommended 42% of the divisible pool. 15th Finance Commission has reduced 1% because in 2019 the two important union territories were created in India, right? One is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Okay, so those are two important the union territories for which the central government has to distribute 1% for the newly established union territories, right? So that is the purpose for which the 42% has been reduced to 41%. That is called divisible pool. That is called vertical devolution. Yeah. Okay. That is the first important. The terms of reference given for the 15th Finance Commission, and 15th Finance Commission has been given the recommendation 41% of the divisible pool to the states. Right. Okay. Now, second important terms of reference to the current Finance Commission is to review the debt. Okay, review the debt level of the central government and state government. Okay, so that is one of the important recommendations given by the 15th Finance Commission is to conduct the review the debt level of the central government and state government and to recommend a roadmap in this regard. So that is another important terms of reference that is given to 15th Finance Commission. The third important, the 15th Finance Commission terms of reference is to study the impact of GST on our economy. So as you all know that in 2017 goods and service tax has been introduced in our country. So that is the reason why the terms of reference given to the 15th Finance Commission is to study the impact of the GST on our economy. So this is the third important terms of reference. Okay, and the fourth important, the terms of reference to the 15th Finance Commission is performance based incentives for states, okay, based on the effort of to control the population and the performance in the fiscal reforms, right? So these are the terms of reference for the current 15th Finance Commission. Number one, the review the impact of the 14th Finance Commission recommendations. Number two, review the debt level of the central and the state government and study the impact of the GST on our economy and the performance based incentives, how the performance based incentives must be given to the states. So these are the areas, these are the important activities so that are given to the 15th Finance Commission. Okay, so these are the terms of reference to the 15th Finance Commission, right? ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಈ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಣಕಾಸಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ಈ 15th ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಈ 15th ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, 15th Finance Commission or the Finance Commission of India, it has been created as per the Constitution of India. So all the constitutional bodies which are created, which are constituted by the President of India. So whatever the recommendations made by these commissions, finance commissions, it has to be recommended to the President of the country. President has to implement those recommendations, okay, put before the government. So usually what are the recommendations given by the finance commission? All the recommendations will be accepted as it is by the state. That is a tradition we have continued, okay, since from the inception of the finance commission. So that's one thing, okay. So 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಓಕೆ. 14ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಶಿಫಾರಸಿನಿಂದ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳನ್ನು ಬೀರಿದೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಶಿಫಾರಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ 15th ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್, ರೈಟ್. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಏನ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ 14ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳ ಆದಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ 42% ಅನ್ನು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, 32% ಅನ್ನು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗ ತನ್ನ ವರದಿನಲ್ಲಿ 41% ಒಂದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಮೂಲಗಳಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಮೂಲ ಏನಿದೆ ಅವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 41% ಒಂದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸಡನ್ ಜಂಪ್, ಓಕೆ. 13th ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ 32% ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, 14th ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ 42% ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ a lot of difference, okay. So there is, so approximately there is 10% differences, just one finance commission, the difference between 13th and 14th finance commission, okay. 15th finance commission ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, 41% ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1% ಯಾಕೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕೇಂದ್ರಾಡಳಿತ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಲಡಾಖ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜಮ್ಮು ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ 1% ಅನ್ನು 15th ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅವರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ರೀಸನ್, ಓಕೆ. ನಂಬರ್ 2, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಸಾಲದ ಮಟ್ಟವನ್ನು ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಗಳನ್ನು ಶಿಫಾರಸು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆದಷ್ಟು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಸಾಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಿಡಿತವನ್ನು ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ಸೊ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಶಿಫಾರಸು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು 2ನೇ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ 2017ರಲ್ಲಿ 2017ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಒಂದು ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತಂದಿದೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ನೇರ ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಪರೋಕ್ಷ ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳು. ಪರೋಕ್ಷ ತೆರಿಗೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ತಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು GST, ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ ಅಂತ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 2017ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ GST ಪ್ರಭಾವ ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಥಿಕತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರಿದೆ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹಂಚ್ತಾರೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ವ್ಯವಹಾರವನ್ನು ಸುಲಭಗೊಳಿಸಲು ಉತ್ತೇಜನ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಂಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ವೆಚ್ಚಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ವೆಚ್ಚಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಹೇರಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಓಕೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಷಮತೆ, ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ವಿಚಾರದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಷಮತೆ, ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಶಿಫಾರಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿ. ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸುಭದ್ರಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು, ಓಕೆ, ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ದುಂದು ವೆಚ್ಚವನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಶಿಫಾರಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Is it clear? Yes. So now let's move on to the composition of 15th Finance Commission. Composition of 15th Finance Commission. Yeah. Composition of 15th Finance Commission, right? Okay. Yeah. Composition. Composition of 15th Finance Commission. Composition of 15th Finance Commission. Okay. So there is a chairman. The chairman of the current 15th Finance Commission is N.K. Singh. So in almost all the competitive examinations of the central government and as well as the state government, so there is the question on this. Okay, so who is the present chairman of the 15th Finance Commission? N.K. Singh. N.K. Singh is the current Finance Commission chairman. So there are two full-time members will be there in the 15th Finance Commission, and there are two part-time members. Okay, so now let's understand who are the full-time members. Full-time members. There are two full-time members. One is Dr. Anup Singh. Dr. Anup Singh. Dr. Anup Singh and Shaktikant Das. Second, Mr. Shaktikant Das. Okay, so these two are the full-time members of the 15th Finance Commission. Okay, so number one is Dr. Anup Singh, Dr. Mr. Shaktikant Das. So these two are the full-time members of the 15th Finance Commission. Okay. So now let's have a look on the part-time members. Part-time members in the composition of the 15th Finance Commission. Dr. Ramesh Chand. Number one, Dr. Ramesh Chand. Dr. Ramesh Chand and Dr. Ashok Lahiri. Okay, so these two were the part-time members of the 15th Finance Commission. This is the composition of 15th Finance Commission. So in the 15th Finance Commission, we have one more important member, that is called as secretary of the 15th Finance Commission. Okay, secretary is Mr. Aravind Mehta. Mr. Arvind Mehta. This is the composition of 15th Finance Commission. Okay, what does it include? There will be one chairman. The current chairman of the 15th Finance Commission is N.K. Singh. Yeah. So there are two part-time members in the 15th Finance Commission, and there are two current part-time members in the 15th Finance Commission. Okay. So Dr. Anup Singh and Mr. Shaktikant Das were the full-time members, and Dr. Ramesh Chand and Dr. Ashok Lahiri, the two part-time members. There will be one secretary. So Mr. Arvind Mehta is the current secretary of the 15th Finance Commission, right? So this is the composition of 15th Finance Commission, right? Okay. So now, ಈ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಸಂಯೋಜನೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಬರೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಸಂಯೋಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ N.K. ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವರು ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅವಧಿಯ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸದಸ್ಯರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನೂಪ್ ಸಿಂಗ್, ಶಕ್ತಿಕಾಂತ್ ದಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅವಧಿಗೆ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸದಸ್ಯರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಾಣ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಸಂಯೋಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಬ್ರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನೂಪ್ ಸಿಂಗ್, ಎರಡನೇದಾಗಿ ಶಕ್ತಿಕಾಂತ್ ದಾಸ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸದಸ್ಯರನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಮೇಶ್ ಚಂದ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಶೋಕ್ ಲಹಿರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅರವಿಂದ್ ಮೆಹ್ತಾ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವರು ಈ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ 15th Finance Commission. Okay, so now let's move on to another important concept as far as 15th Finance Commission is concerned. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yes. The 15th Finance Commission Fiscal Roadmap. Okay, so the Fiscal Roadmap of the 15th Finance Commission. That means the recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission. So as far as fiscal deficit and debt level of the state and the central government. Okay, so it's talking about the very important concept, the fiscal deficit and debt levels of the central and state government. So it has given its roadmap. So that is the commission. It has suggested that the center bring down the fiscal deficit to fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit has to be brought to the 4%. The central government has to bring down the fiscal deficit to 4% of GDP by 25 to 26. Okay, so 2025 to 26, as per the recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission, the central government has to bring down the fiscal deficit by 4% of the GDP of the country. Yeah. So this is one important recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission. That is also considered as a fiscal roadmap laid down by the 15th Finance Commission, right? Okay. As far as states are concerned, okay, regarding the states also, it has been given, okay, the state government, it has been recommended the fiscal deficit limit, fiscal deficit limit for the state, okay. So as percentage of gross state domestic product, okay. So 4% has to be 4% in 2021 to 22. In the interim report, the 15th Finance Commission has been given the fiscal roadmap for the states. Fiscal deficit limit for the states, it has been fixed 4% for the financial year 2021 to 22. Okay, so it has to be brought down. It has to be brought down to 3.5% in 22 to 23. That is, in 22-23 financial year, the states have to reduce, have to limit its fiscal deficit by 3.5%. Is that clear? And by 3% for the financial year 2023 to 26. So as we discussed, the current duration of the 15th Finance Commission is 6 years. Okay, so it has to be the duration of the 15th Commission. Actually, it has to end in 2025. But actually, the central government has increased one more year, one more financial year has been added. Okay, so there is a reason why the states have to limit their fiscal deficit by 3%. This is very important. The fiscal roadmap that has been recommended by the 15th Finance Commission. Okay, that is as far as the fiscal deficit are concerned. Okay, now second, the financial management practices. Financial management practices. Okay, the financial management practices. As we all know that the 15th Finance Commission has recommended an independent fiscal council should be established with the power to assess the records from the central government and as well as the state government. The council which will be constituted, which is only have an advisory body, it is acting as an advisory role. Okay, so the independent fiscal council has to be established, and for that the powers are given to assess the records, the financial records, okay, from the state and as well as the state government, as well as the central and state government, right? The council, it has its own limit. It is just an advisory body. So it is clearly mentioned in the recommendations, right? Okay. So now, so another important, the roadmap, fiscal roadmap, that is, it has recommended the forming a high-powered intergovernmental group. High-powered intergovernmental group. Okay, so what are the important activities given to this high-powered intergovernmental group? To review the Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act has been passed, okay, in 2003. As per the Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act, how it works? Okay, as per the FRBM, okay, as per the FRBM recommendations, the states and the central government have to maintain their fiscal deficit. Right? To review the FRBM Act, it has been introduced in 2003. Right? to recommend a new FRBM framework for the central government and as well as the state government. So these are the important the fiscal roadmap that are suggested, that are recommended by the 15th Finance Commission to the President. Okay. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಸೊ 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಶಿಫಾರಸುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ FRBM ಕಾಯ್ದೆಯಿಂದ ಶಿಫಾರಸು ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಾಲದ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಅಂಟಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. FRBM ಕಾಯ್ದೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ತಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ FRBM ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಜಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ FRBM ಆಕ್ಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಸಾಲ ಸೂಲಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಾಲ ಸೂಲಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಿತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಮಿತಿಯನ್ನು FRBM ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಟಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಓಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಸಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿ ಸಾಲಗಳ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಬಹಿರಂಗಪಡಿಸುವಿಕೆ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚುವರಿ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಸಾಲಗಳನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ನಿರ್ಮೂಲನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು 15th ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಆದಾಗ್ಯೂ ಕೆಲವು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ತಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಾಲಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಹೇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಬಹಿರಂಗಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಹಣಕಾಸು ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚೌಕಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಚೌಕಟ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು, ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಶಿಫಾರಸು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ತಜ್ಞರ ಸಮಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದವರು ಶಿಫಾರಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. ನೌ ಸೊ other two important the concept comes under the Central Finance Commission of the country. Okay, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಸ್ okay. What are the qualifications? Now let's discuss the qualifications required to be the members of the Finance Commission. So we discuss what are the disqualifications. Okay, so as per the terms of the reference, as per the 15th Finance Commission of the country, the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission, right, the chairman, N.K. Singh, correct, chairman of the 15th Finance Commission, the current chairman of the 15th Finance Commission is N.K. Singh. The qualifications of the members of the Finance Commission. Number one, the chairman selected from the people with the experience of the public office. Okay, he or she to be the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission, he must be having the experience okay, of the public affairs. Public affairs. The first important the qualification required to the chairman of the Finance Commission of India. Okay, so he must be having the knowledge regarding the public affairs, right? Number one. And one who wants to be the member in the 15th in the Finance Commission of the country, so he must be qualified. He must be qualified. He must be qualified as a judge, as a judge of the High Court. High Court. Okay. So that is, so another important qualification required to be the member of the Finance Commission, he or she must be having the qualification to be the judge of the High Court. Yeah. So that is the second important qualification. And third, he or she must be having the knowledge, having the knowledge of government, finance, government, finances or accounts. Okay, government, finances and accounts. Okay, regarding the government accounts, he or she must be having the knowledge. Okay, so that is another important qualification required to be the members in the Finance Commission. And the fourth important qualification to be the member of the Finance Commission is to he or she must be having the experience in administration and financial expertise. Okay, financial expertise. So to be the member of the Finance Commission, he or she must be having the experience of the administration and he or she must be having the financial expertise. Okay, so especially he or she must be having the knowledge of economics, right? Knowledge of economics, right? So these are the qualifications required to be the members in the Finance Commission. Okay, so now let's discuss one by one. What are the qualifications required to be the members of the Finance Commission of India? So if anyone wants to become the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission of the country, he or she must be having the knowledge of public affairs. And second, he or she must be having the qualification to be the judge of the High Court. And he or she must be having the knowledge of government finances and accounts. And he or she must be having the financial expertise, or he must be he must be having the knowledge of economics. Okay, so these are the qualifications required to be the members of the Finance Commission, right? Okay. So ಈಗ ಈ ಅರ್ಹತೆಗಳೇನಿದಾವೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸದಸ್ಯತ್ವವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೌ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಸದಸ್ಯರ ಅರ್ಹತೆಗಳು. ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಭವ ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಫಿನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ನಾವು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಉಚ್ಚ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಹತೆಗಳು ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಹತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಣಕಾಸು ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಒಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಈ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಆಡಳಿತ ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಣತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದು ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ನ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಆರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ have a discussion on what are the disqualifications required. What are the disqualifications to be the members of the finance commission? Okay, qualifications and disqualifications. Okay, okay. Okay, so to be the member has to be disqualified on the following grounds. Okay, so number one, disqualifications. Okay, number one, he or she must be unsound in mind. Okay, unsound in mind. Okay, and bankrupt. He or she must be bankrupt. Okay, so on this ground also the member to be disqualified. And fraud. Okay, if any person who has involved in fraudulent activities by making the money for his own personal benefits. Okay, so number four, so his or her interest, okay, for his personal interest. Okay, it should be many hurdles for the smooth functioning of the finance commission. Okay, these are the grounds under which a person has been disqualified as a member in the finance commission. Clear? Okay, ಆಯೋಗದ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಅನರ್ಹತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸದಸ್ಯರನ್ನು ಅನರ್ಹಗೊಳಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಅನರ್ಹ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಸದಸ್ಯನಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷನಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಸ್ವಸ್ಥತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಸ್ವಸ್ಥನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸದಸ್ಯತ್ವದಿಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಂಬರ್ ಒನ್. ಎರಡನೇದಾಗಿ, ಅವನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ದಿವಾಳಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿವಾಳಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಸೊ ದಿವಾಳಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಆ ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನವರು ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅವನನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅನೈತಿಕ ಅಪರಾಧಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಟಿನಿಂದ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆಗೆ ಗುರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳು, ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಇತರ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಆಯೋಗದ ಸುಗಮ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಣೆಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಅಡ್ಡಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಸ್ವ ಹಿತಾಸಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಹಣ ಮಾಡೋದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ, ಅವನ ಸ್ವ ಹಿತಾಸಕ್ತಿಗಳಿಂದ ಆ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು an end of the session. So how the horizontal devolution will be taking place? So what are the recommendations given by the 15th Finance Commission as far as horizontal devolution is concerned? Okay, so now let me clear the horizontal devolution and vertical devolution of the net proceeds of the taxes of the central government, right? Okay, so vertical devolution, right? Vertical devolution. Central government is distributing net proceeds of taxes among the states. Okay, so this is known as vertical devolution. Yeah, now what is horizontal devolution? Horizontal devolution. Horizontal devolution. Okay, so as I told you, 41% of divisible pool. Divisible pool. Divisible pool. Net proceeds of taxes of the central government has to be distributed among the states. What percentage? 41%. How much each state will be getting their shares? What percentage of tax or what percentage of net proceeds of the taxes given to the Maharashtra and Karnataka, Manipur, Nagaland, etc. Okay, so this 41% of tax devolution, it is called as horizontal devolution. Okay, how this amount or the fund has been distributed among the states. So that is known as horizontal devolution. Is it clear? So now let's have a discussion. Horizontal devolution criteria, so that is given by the 15th Finance Commission. Okay, so this is known as vertical devolution. How much the tax divisible pool that has been distributed by the central government to all the states, that is called vertical devolution. And horizontal devolution, what are the parameters, what are the criteria given by the 15th Finance Commission as far as horizontal devolution is concerned? How much, what is the share of each and every state? So that is called as income sharing among the states and union territories, right? So that is one more important the concept for all the examination point of view. So let's understand this particular concept. So that is called horizontal devolution, right? Horizontal devolution. Horizontal devolution. It is nothing but the criteria or the parameter suggested by the 15th Finance Commission for income sharing among the states, right? So this is one important the area needs to be concentrated because there are so many questions which may be appearing in all the competitive examinations as far as income sharing among the states is concerned. Okay, so now let's have a discussion on this topic with a table. Okay, the table which shows how horizontal devolution will be taking place. Okay, so let's have a table so that we can able to understand very clearly. So here we can take serial number. Okay, so here we can take it as criteria, and here 14th Finance Commission. We have to compare the 14th and 15th Finance Commission recommendations as far as horizontal devolution is concerned. Okay, so number one, first criteria is income distance. First criteria is income distance. Okay, so that is called as fiscal capacity of each and every state. So on the basis of that, the tax proceeds will be distributed. Okay, the state which has less income, which will be getting the more share. That is a criteria. As far as 14th Finance Commission is concerned, 50% weightage is given for this criteria. Okay, income distance or the fiscal capacity among the states. Okay, 14th Finance Commission has been given the 50% weightage on one important criteria called income distance. 15th Finance Commission has been given 45% weightage. 45% weightage is given. Okay, so number one. So number two, population of 1971. Population of 1971. So that is on the basis of the population of 1971. So 17.5% weightage is given. 15th Finance Commission has taken into account on the basis of the population of 2011. Okay, it has been given 15% weightage. Okay, but 14th Finance Commission has taken into account 1971 data, population data. So weightage is given 17%. So as I told you, 15th Finance Commission has been taken into account 2011 population. Okay, on the basis of the population of 2011. Okay, so 15% weightage is given. 15% weightage is given by the 15th Finance Commission. Okay, number one. As far as area is concerned, 14th Finance Commission has been given 15% weightage, and 15th Finance Commission is also given the same weightage for this criteria, right? Okay, so number 5, forest cover. So this is another important criteria for which the 7.5% weightage is given for this criteria by the 14th Finance Commission. The 15th Finance Commission has been introduced one more new criteria for horizontal devolution, that is called as forest and ecology. Forest and ecology. Okay, the 10% weightage is given. So this is the new criteria suggested by the 15th Finance Commission, forest and ecology. 10% weightage is given. So one more important the criteria that has been suggested, new criteria has been suggested by the 15th Finance Commission is demographic performance. Demographic performance. Okay. The performance of the states in controlling the population, right? 12%, 12.5% weightage is given by the 15th Finance Commission. One more important new criteria has been given by the 15th Finance Commission, that is called tax effort. Okay, tax efforts. Forest and ecology, demographic performance, tax effort. So these are the new criterias which are suggested by the 15th Finance Commission. As far as tax effort is concerned, 2.5% weightage is given by the 15th Finance Commission, right? Okay, so forest and ecology, demographic performance, forest and ecology, demographic performance, tax effort. So these are the three new criteria given by the 15th Finance Commission. So forest and ecology, 10% weightage is given. As far as demographic performance is concerned, 12.5% weightage given by the 15th Finance Commission. As far as tax efforts are concerned, 2.5% weightage is given. So that's all about the 15th Finance Commission of the country. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.